Welcome back, guys, with another Marvel Future Fight content, and this is the patch notes here, and this is a huge update. The maintenance will be live within 4 or 5 hours, I think, and let's just go through the update details. And today, I will not talk about the characters first because there's something more interesting there, and that is the T4 reward increase. So basically, I will talk about this later, and mainly I want to talk about this thing here. It's called new tier for upgrade support challenge and progressive mission. So this is basically a tier for upgrade support mission. This system helps support hero growth to be easier by reducing the amount of materials required for the gear up and total advancement. So the first unlock condition is world boss null stage. You have to clear that stage to um, get the discount, and the first character that will receive discount will be 40%. So you can get your first tier 2 character if you don't have any tier 4 characters. Sorry, I was talking tier 2. That's basically tier 4. If you have zero tier 4 character right now and you have cleared null world boss legend stage 1, you can get 40% discount on enhancement materials and advancement materials and book of vishanti. So basically you will need less carbonadium, soul of faltine, and what's it called, life seed, 40%. So that's a half cost tier 4, and after that eventually you will get more 100% discount. So that means you can get uh, 5 characters for at tier 4 for the cost of 4 characters, and here you got more than half. So basically you can make you can get 1.5 tier 4 character for free. So let's talk step by step. So when you for clear world boss legend null first time, you get the discount, and you can just select the characters you want the discount on. So if you choose a ghost rider for here example, so you will get this 40% discount on ghost rider's gear. So if you want to t for someone else, you cannot get the reward. And there's a bad side of it, and but there's also alternative rewards for those who already have more than 7 tier 4 characters. So I think 7 tier 4 character will give one, so everyone at least get one 25% discounted tier 4. So for anyone who has 10 tier 4, they will get this mission 5, so they can make their 11th tier 4 character with 25% discount. So discount target, so you cannot select native tier 2 for the discount. So you cannot select for Jean Grey, Adam Warlock, or Wolverine, and you must tier for a tier 1 native tier 1 character to get this 40% discount. So you can choose any native tier 1 heroes who is at tier 3 or potential transcended. So you will get free tier 3 and potential transcended characters on your new account, or if you have already created your account, you can get it for free on the upcoming weeks. So you can select that native tier 1 character, and it will be discounted 40%. So what will be discounted? Cosmic cube fragment, ccf, carbonadium, soul of faltine, life seed, and 4 types of book of vishanti will be discounted for the initial mission. So for the first mission, you need just for the first tier 4, you need just 4 book of vishanti, and you will every cost including the gear cost and ultimate tier 4 advancement cost, they will be reduced by 40%. This is huge, and the most interesting part is coming a bit later. So when you own one character, so you completed this one tier 4 for 40% cost. For the next character, you can choose another one that is native tier 1, and you can get 25% character bonus here for the second tier 2. So on the third tier 2 character, you must use your normal material, and then on when you have that third tier 4, you can have another one for 25% discount. In this way you can get actually get 1.5. So that's basically let's round it to 2, so you will get two free tier 4 characters. So this is huge, but for those people who already have more than 7 character, they will get only one discount, that is 20% 25% of their next tier 4. And don't be sad, because the challenges progressive missions are for everyone. The progressive missions for material acquisition buff effect helpful for growth. Hero growth can be acquired upon checking the next day after completing all given mission. So for example, the mission here is world boss clear one time. So suppose you complete world boss after the reset, so the next day you will get 15% or maybe higher drop rate of BAM, CNS, and Phoenix Feather, or uh, Mcron crystal for from WBL. And the next day you will get another mission like giant boss raid, and you will get some another buff on your reward. So this is for everyone, no matter how many T4 you have or not. So this is for everyone. This is huge, because I think there will be more reward that drops more tier 4 materials. So after a long time they have addressed this issue, and there are the increased in the reward buff. So when you open the game, you don't have any tier 2 or anything, you can get this 15% increased drop from world boss. Sorry, when you have 15 tier 2 characters, you will get 15% more tier 3 materials from world boss. So world boss is always has world boss has always been the best farming mission, and best most participated mission in my opinion. So you will get 15% more tier 2 and tier 3 materials from there. So more BAM, more CNS, and more Phoenix with the Emgrand crystal, also more TCP, EOD, and CCF. So when you have 15 heroes at tier 3, and I think there's a mistake, that should include also the transcended potential character. So when you have 15 of them at tier 3 or transcended, you will get 15% increased tier 4 material drop. So from world boss you will get 15% more soul of Fulton, sorry, not soul of Fulton, carbonadium, and life set. And for the giant boss raid clear, you will get a 20% increase drop per run. So previously, to get full 150 soul of the Fulton, you need to run GBR with 80 boost point 2 times and 40 boost point 1 times. So that's 20% increase. So I think it will need only 2 runs to get 150 soul of the Fulton. But because they are increasing the daily drop of soul of the Fulton from GBR, that's 10% of the uh, daily maximum limit. So the 150 is 10%, is just 15. So you can get 165 solar the Fultons per day. So this is not a huge number, but it adds up. And this is their first step towards the tier 4 material drop increase. So I hope they keep doing this, and it will be better for anyone and everyone. So the fact is, don't play WBL, or at least save up one world boss clear. So you can play 4 times and leave one times, so that you can play the world boss after the update drops. And the maintenance is about 5 or 6 hours later, so that you can get this 15% bonus on the next day. If you have already cleared the 5 world boss run today before the update, you cannot get the update the next day. So you will need to wait for the daily reset and then clear the world boss, and then for the next day you will get this 15% bonus. So before I talk about anything else, I would want to share it with you that the coupon code for this update, that is Annihilators. So the spelling is pretty weird to me, so you just copy your player id from your game setting. If you use android, you can go to setting and then option, and there's a coupon code button. You can redeem it through there. But if you are an ios user or if you are an android user, you can do this too. I will link this in my in this video, and you will just paste your player id here, and then type the code, doesn't matter capital or not, and later. Let me check the spelling. Uh, A double N I H I L A T L A T O R S A N N I H I. Okay, I have. Okay, later, right? Yeah, I think it's right. So confirm. Okay, I have misspelled it. So I will just copy it from here. Uh, where's it? Okay, let me just do this. It's pretty awkward. Okay. Annihilators. So confirm. Okay, so I have already claimed the coupon, so I cannot get it. And this is a limited time event, so you need to claim it before it expires. So this is the process, and then let's come to the other part. There are free free new characters and also paywall character. The two new heroes are Quasar Wendell Vaughn. So he is a superhero, universal and human, and he is a paywall character. So you need to purchase the biometric daily, but he will be given free for the next 7 days, I think, from the event as they do. After that, it will be paywall. So don't miss your login. Play at least one day and get his bio. So he has some tags here: energy projection, first movement, and annihilators. This is a new tag they are introducing, so it will be helpful for the for their next dispatch sector. So his instinct is justice because he is a human hero. So let's go to his skills. So his leadership is 40% increase hp, and when debuffed, remove all debuff, it applies to annihilator allies only. So the annihilator allies also includes some good pvp characters. I will talk about it later. And his tier 2 passive is increase guaranteed dodge rate by 30%, increase skill damage by 45%, and bonus damage by 40%. So the numbers are huge for a non-uniform character. And his tier 1 passive is 15% increase of energy attack, super armor, increase all basic defense by 40%, decrease basic damage received by 30%. So that's already 70% reduced damage. And then his first skill only does energy attack, second skill snare, paralysis, and all damage immunity, and third skill is fracture, recover 15% HP, all damage immunity, and reflect. So he is a PvP leadership, and he has some PvP value that reflects uh, any damage. I think, yeah. All damage is reflected, like physical or energy or elemental. And the fourth skill is stun, silence, and 33% penetration. So the percentage is low, but let's see. Uh, Penetration is always good. So invincible, all attack 50%. That's good. And the fifth skill is 40% chance of missing attacks. So this is great for PvP. If he is a meta, it will help a lot. So incapacitation, paralysis, decrease all basic defense, stackable, recovers HP. So he has 2 HP recovery skill. That's great. 13-second and 14-second cooldown. So he will recover HP in average every 5 seconds for 50% and 20%. So 50% frenzy buff, I think. And that's all for the Quasar, new Quasar. We have two Quasar in the game now. But this is not so epic. He is just a good leadership and some 33% penetration. That's all in his kit. And the icon here is totally free. You can get icon bio from Shadowland or any bio selector on the event, and you can get get her bio from Craft, and you can also get her bio from the 7-day check-in reward. So this is speed type, and she is a superhero and alien female. So she won't be so much useful for abx abl, but her kit is a bit tend towards the pvp and agility, energy projection, and annihilators. So speed type energy projection is pretty rare, so this is something to note. He is ordered because she is an alien and a hero. Her leadership is creature increase, pretty trash. Tier 2 passive, 35% increase of energy attack. Skill damage 35, bonus damage 35. Increase basic damage deal to enemies with 40% HP or lower by 100%. So that's basically Iron Man's uniform skill. He got 200%, but 25%. So you will get the 100% proc all the time on whenever the HP is below 40%. So as the new characters are pretty awesome without any uniform, like the Man Thing or Sylvie or this kind of hero, they can clear World Boss Legion without any uniform. So I think she will do it better than him, because she has this extra 100% proc all the time on top of your custom gear or CTP of energy. So that's something useful for the new players, and also the old players who is stuck on a stage or something. So reflect 30% energy damage, decrease basic damage received. So this is PvP, bounce back, tier 1 passive. Galador's Guard, active 1 is energy damage. Galador's Rian Swing, second skill is stun incapacitation. Third skill is counter attack. Wow, counter attack and ignore targeting on the same skill on the third skill. That's pretty awesome for the people who doesn't have a pvp team yet. So she will be useful there. And also the third skill has stun incapacitation paralysis super armor. Wow, 100% immunity and 65% frenzy buff. That's awesome. So she is pretty viable in the pvp. So I think we can't use her on the wbl if she is built for pvp, but it's useful for the new players. Okay, the fourth skill is fracture paralysis and recovers 25% hp, 65% frenzy buff again. And then the fifth skill is bleed silence paralysis, decrease all basic defense by 3% and stackable. Invincible, that's great, increase basic damage by 100%. So on top of her 100% from passive, you get 100% here on the fifth skill. So she got a pretty huge buff for a speed type character. Okay, here comes the new uniform, and he looks dope. If you have seen the live stream, his skill is pretty awesome, and his fifth skill, he used the Twilight Sword, and for the Twilight Sword, he deals fire damage now. You can see fire damage here. So he is still a universal superhero. His uniform is 1050 discounted, so that's awesome. And the uniform effect is a support buff for all alien allies. So you can whether you use Thor or Odin, it will be helpful. For ABL, it will help Odin to do more damage, but I think he will be replacing Odin. It's my opinion, I'm not sure. We need to see what is in the game, but his stat on papers looks amazing, mind blowing. So his leadership is increased fire damage by 60%. That's so weird because he was the lightning god like something. So tier 2 passive is ignore target dodge rate. It was previously ignore defense. Ignore target's dodge rate is pretty amazing because the ignore defense is always capped. So that's something. And increase fire damage without any of his active skill. You get this against supervillain 35%, increase fire damage 60%, and increase fire damage 55%. So 115% fire damage plus 30% increased damage dealt. So that's already a 150% proc all the time for any world boss legend. So this is pretty amazing. He will be heat like a truck or tank or everything. He will be pretty amazing, I think. I will get his uniform. I won't wait for the uniform ticket eligibility because he is so dope. Okay, let's go to his active skills. So he got burn and 200% energy. That number is huge. Okay, but I think it's a short skill. However, the second skill is burn stun, and third skill is burn, bleed, paralysis, uh, and recovers 30% HP. The percentage is good. They are doing good with these characters. They are dramatically changed with this update. Come on, guys. So that's 60% defense and crit rate. Also remove incapacitation. Wow. So that's a cleansing. And for buffs, so fire damage 80, and the fourth skill is burn shock and decrease all basic defense, stackable 50%, all damage immunity, increase basic attack 60% again. Come on. So they basically split the frenzy buff. Okay. Oh my god, the third skill is the full frenzy buff, and he got 60% more attack here. Come on, guys, what's his fifth skill? Damn, damn, guys. Okay, let me clear something before I finish his skill. He got 35% here, 60% here, that's 95%, that's 55% here, so that's 150%. And he got 60% here and 60% here, so 200 and 200 and sorry 150 and 120. So that's basically 270%, and on top of that you get 100% increased damage. So that's I'm not sure how this work, but I think that's around 500% or at least 350% increased damage. So there's a tons of buff on his kit. He is pretty amazing on the paper, and I think he will be replacing Odin and everything with a new team up collection. I will go to that later. But he lacks one fracture. Okay, I think he got all the abx abl cancellation. So then comes the Gladiator. He is the combat superhero. So this tag's combat superhero is pretty rare and useful on the abl abx. So recently we got the, what's it called, the uh, Goblin Queen's epic quest character, Hope Summer. Yeah, I got it. Hope Summer. We recently got Hope Summer. She is the current meta. For those who doesn't have Goblin Queen Epic Quest and have these uh, Gladiators Epic Quest, you can build Gladiators for sure. But let's go through the skills. Uh, Gender Instinct. Oh my God. Okay. Annihilators, leadership, strong, alien male order. So his uniform skill is increased chain hit damage by 15% when attacking, ignore targets dodge rate by 35%. That's huge. And leadership is increase all basic attack by 60%. Pretty damn leadership, man. Tier 2 passive is recover 5% HP and recovers 50% HP. So this is pretty amazing. So this is basically Wolverine's passive. So although he is a PvE character, but he got the usefulness to, and he can dish out a lots of damage on the otherworld battle, and maybe on the timeline. I'm pretty doubtful about timeline, but he is pretty he looks pretty awesome for the otherworld battle, if you consider the um, restriction and other stuff. So super armor, increase all basic defense, increase skill damage, bonus damage 50 and 45. That's huge. He is a full cost native T2 character, so he is pretty costly. Keep that in mind. Decrease basic damage received by 40%. First skill got chill, second skill got burn, third skill got burn, stun, snare, and it applies barrier and 50% frenzy buff. Fourth skill is burn, stun, fracture, paralysis. Uh, Did he got snare? No, he didn't got snare yet. Yeah, he doesn't have snare, so you need a hope summer to swap play, and he got this strong tag, so he can use the Valkyrie and Titania buff, so that's useful. And got burn, stun, fracture, paralysis, 100% chance to penetrate with super penetration. So he got 100% penetration, and he got Wolverine's healing. So he will be definitely useful on otherworld battle, and I think timeline battle to one shot some characters. And you can do this by if you build for PvE, he can be useful at PvP for some game modes. Okay, frenzy buff again, and 100% proc. Wow, they are building these characters. That's monster, guys. Okay, so paralysis, decrease all basic defense stackable, recovers 20% HP. That's pretty low. 100% chance to all damage immunity, increase damage. So that's basically 100% proc. So Bitter Ray builds tier 4. It calls Indomitable Spirit. Okay, activation rate when striker skill is used, accumulate 10% of pure mind, poison, lightning, chill, flame damage when attacking. Max 100%. Okay, that's not 150%. Increase mind, poison, lightning, chill, flame damage by 60% per 10% accumulated element damage. So the fact is, he is a fire damage dealer with this new uniform. With his old uniform, he can use this lightning one. And if you have any chill damage or fire damage or any kind of buff there on the card, he might be using that to increase his damage, but the damage percent is pretty high, 6% per 10%. So that's basically 100% x 6. So that's basically 600% increased damage on his tier 4. So he will be pretty amazing to play with, and I will definitely get him on the day one. Please wish me luck with his potential. So there's Gladiator tier 3 and tier 4 together, the first character in Marvel Future Fight that got tier 3 and tier 2 together. So that's basically from tier 2 to a tier 4 character. This is for the first time, and that is fracture, paralysis, and he didn't got snare here too. So you must use a snare striker or swap play with the hope summer. So fracture, paralysis, ignore targets, dodge rate 30%, invincible, and 50% frenzy buff. So he got tons of buffs here and there, both of these tier 4 characters here. Here's the animation. It's pretty dope. The animation is pretty amazing, guys. Okay, the tier 4 skill here is physical attack increase by 40%. That percentage is pretty low, but up to 160%. So 160% is huge, guys. You have to consider he already got a tons of buffs from his regular rotation, so you don't have to rely heavily on his tier 4, so you can use at level 80. But if you invested tons of materials and crystals on a character, you should tier for him. So that's something you should be looking at. So there's the new there's the transcended skill. That's pretty generic. I'm not giving attention, just see the animations. That's pretty typical. So new agent 7-day check-in reward improvement. So they improved the new players reward, and it is pretty amazing. First day they will get the tier 2 character selector, and second day they will get tier 3 Iron Man. Oh my god, this game will be so easy for them. Okay, the third day they will get Spider Gwen, and with the first uniform purchase discount, they can easily get the Spider Gwen uniform. And on the day 4 they will get tier 3 Loki, and I don't think they should use the discount, 50% discount on of their first uniform purchase on Loki. I think Spider Gwen deserves more. She is pretty amazing at low level too, so better than Loki or Iron Man definitely. So Moon Knight is given on the day 5. On the day 6 they can select 6-star premium character. That's pretty amazing. And they will get two semi premium cards. So they will get 2%, and I think 2 or 4 or 2% pays without doing anything. They should give us everything here, but they are only giving us these four here. So for all of the people who already completed their 7 day of the game after, or the veteran players like us, we will get these all of these four characters at tier 3 or transcended. For those who already have them at tier 3, they will get the, I think, around 500 bios and some refunds. So you can get CCF, TCP, and EOD on Iron Man and Loki, and you will get Mandalay Gem Fragment and Awakening Crystal, along with some TCP and EOD on Moon Knight and Spider Gwen. So they are not leaving the old players totally; they are giving them something. So that's good. There are a lots of positive thing on this update, and I think this update can is pretty awesome if you compare the last year. And after 2022, I think this is the best update. So I have already covered this T4 material drop buff and the discount here. So I think I am pretty right about this overall description that you get 40% on your first. After you tier 4 one characters, you get the 20% off on the second tier 4 characters. Tier 4 character you need to do it 100%. So fourth tier 4 character you can get 25%. So if you think you won't take this uh, first character, then and manually do a tier 4 with 100% cost, it's a huge loss for you, because whenever you do one tier 4 you cannot get this to 40% off. And if you select Ghost Rider, like if you select Rogue here, you cannot and you if you selected Rogue here and you are upgrading Ghost Rider's gear or T4 in Ghost Rider, then you won't get this reward. Keep that in mind. Okay, and this event is pretty amazing. I think they are increasing the drop rate by 15% of the T4 materials, but they need to do it more. I'm I'm positive about the update, but it's not the game changing, but it's a one step to the right direction. Okay, they have introduced a new team up collections. So I think you will get 2 or 3 team up collection every year. And Guardian of the Galaxy, you get Groot, Rocket Raccoon, Gamora, Drax, Star Lord, Mantis, Adam Warlock, guys, wow, Peter Abil, Phylavel, Nova Richard Rider. So that's not the Sam one that you get from Craft, it's the Epic Quest one. Quasar, the male Quasar, Wendell Vaughn. So the Groot, Rocket Raccoon, pretty bad. Gamora was pretty good, but speed female meta has shifted a lot. Drax is useless, and Star Lord is pretty amazing. And I think with this new team up bonus for the whales, he might be replacing Odin, but that's pretty illogical. So we need to see that. And Bitter Bill also getting tier 4, so Bitter Bill will be massive, huge. So I think Adam Warlock and Peter A. Bill are pretty amazing from this team up collection. And that's it for the team up collections. So here's the artifact. For the new artifact, we got who is it? The Vaughn guy. Artifact Quantum Protector. So this is a support artifact. That's huge. So he is basically a leadership support for the Annihilators, and ignore non-boss enemy damage decreased by 15%. So he will be pretty amazing on timeline battle if the Annihilators are meta in PvP, and he will obviously be useful at otherworld battle if you use Annihilator team. So that's pretty amazing. And there's come icon, Galadorian Gallantry. Wow, weird. Okay, the when HP is below 40%, recovers HP 60% and increase max HP 60%. So that's Gilgamesh artifact. Uh, she got in ignore targeting and counter attack and some penetration. So I think it will be helpful for PvP. And she is a free to play character, guys. This is huge. Okay, bitter bill looks awesome on this artifact. So champion of Corbin, Rage of Carbonite. Okay, Corbinite. Okay, increase all basic attack by 25%. Wow, pretty generic one, but 25% damage is increased damage is awesome. If you consider his buffs already, this artifact will boost the damage more. Okay, then comes the Gladiator one, and increase basic damage dealt to supervillain faction, increase basic damage received from supervillain faction. So it will be helpful on PvP a bit, and it will increase your score on ABX ABL. So that's something. Future Pass is introduced, and nothing new here, the typical one. And I don't think anyone is gonna buy that except they are a whale. This bitter bill looks good, but this X-Men logo looks dope. So you guys might think that an X-Men update is coming, but I think this is for the last season. So you can get on the otherworld battle and get this free. Okay, next up, some quality of life improvement. So you can get all the reward, claim all button on the dimension mission. This is pretty good. And they introduced a claim all reward button on the dispatch. They should have done it when they introduced dispatch, but they didn't do it and they are doing it now and advertising it. That's pretty weird. So it will be awesome for people like me who regularly claim the reward. I can click one button and get all the reward. I can show you a screenshot, so that's pretty amazing. And then comes the use striker support attack. Striker support. This is pretty confusing. Use striker support attack. I think it's something like auto press tier 4 skill, but I think if that's the case, I will turn it off because I need to use my tier 4 skill when I want, and I'm pretty doubtful about this, so we need to check in the game. Okay, there's some other improvement. Tier 4, I don't understand it. Okay, the border or something, and the annihilator ability has been added at in the silver surfer Ronan. And okay, so Bitter Bill, Silver Surfer, and Ronan has these new annihilated text. So Silver Surfer can have the buff from the leader here, the Quasar. So he can get his 40% buff, another buff applied to him. And then one of the gladiators ability first movement has been changed to annihilators. Okay, no problem, they've changed one tag. Some game fix error, and there's a pretty weird one. Let me show you. The enemy is not appearing in dispatch mission stage 9-5 when Loki moves to a specific location during autoplay has been fixed. So this is a pretty weird bug, I think, and they fixed it. So that's nothing new, and there are some minor other changes. I don't think I need to talk about this. So guys, claim your reward as soon as possible. And also, this is the update, and let me check with the capital one. And mm, Okay, I already used this on my account, I think. So this is the patch notes here. Thanks for watching, and also comment down what do you think about this update. And I think this update is gonna be pretty amazing. And if they do this kind of update and this kind of show this kind of dedication, I think the game will live a bit longer. So thanks for watching, and give this video a like and subscribe to my channel, and also comment down. Thank you.